My little bees, hello again for today. I am called to do a reading. I'm called, as much as I didn't have energy or time for the readings lately. All of a sudden, I want to keep on doing them. So maybe some of you are going through anxieties, through some changes. We have, all these energies lately, so it could be why. But anyway, regardless of that, I am making time. I'm finding time. So I found a spread posted by the Inner Goddess Tarot. And this one is called These Anxious Days. So we are going to be reading on that. We're going to be doing a reading on that. So, s'il vous plaît, on top of, who did we have this morning? St. Francis, which that's what was called, s'il vous plaît, nos anges, nos guides, who is going to guide. This guidance of you with us, what kind of energies, s'il vous plaît. Oops, no, that's too many. Not that we don't want to have all kinds of good angels and lights and energies and feelings of love and embrace from our angels, but one would be great, s'il vous plaît. Who do we have? The Archangel Ariel. Oh, why is my, everything is upside down? At the bottom we have Uriel, who is one of the angels I ask for illumination and intuition, I believe, to guide me before the readings. So number 6, Archangel Ariel talks to us about environment abundance, guardian of the earth. What I find interesting with her, first of all, I don't remember getting this card. This feels like a new energy again today. We have the green talking to us about the heart chakra, so really trying to heal our heart, and apparently through simple things like with St. Francis we had communicating with animals. With this one, this is an archangel, so this is not that any angel is not as important, but this is powerful energy with the Archangel Ariel here. She has a very singular look about herself. I feel like this strong feminine, this Western energy, this Native American energy, this with the guardian of the earth and the environment abundance. I feel also like we are able to receive what we need and to produce what we need, cultivate what we need, harvest what we need. We have the new harvest moon, I believe, new moon tomorrow. I feel genuine, strong, beautiful energies coming out of her, and strengths. So great card. And with the green I also feel the healing, and I can't help thinking of Raphael, obviously, the Archangel Raphael, Archangel. And with number 6, do what you will with that number, what it may mean to you. There is a notion of fall and winter with her outfit. I can't help but notice the turquoise looking stuff, so maybe wear turquoise. Guardian of the earth. I feel like there is some real earthy protection of sorts. I love the abundance, meaning that we have environment abundance, so that's around us. Very, very pretty card. Energy. I will take an energy card. I was hesitating between that and the Wisdom of the Oracle, but it's too far. What energy do we have, s'il vous plaît? Ariel. It makes me think of a co-worker's daughter as well. That's her name. Very pretty name. Obviously, can't help but thinking of the Little Mermaid from Disney, if that, that could be talking to some of you. I know someone that's her favorite Disney movie. s'il vous plaît. Ah, thank you. Hostility is coming out again, so that just really slipped out. So that's coming at you, okay? To keep in mind that this hostility, there is no escape. There's some stuff is trying to come to you today. Maybe you feel also that you have all this battle, you know, coming at you. What I do notice here that I didn't notice this morning is that his helmet is put aside, so you know the face of your assailant. You may not even be surprised by who is coming at you with these hostilities. Okay, so obviously I'm going to use the Halloween tarot deck. Just so you know, if this is the first time that you fall on one of my videos, there is no coincidence, so there can be a message that you need, there will be a message that you may need to hear. I'm using the Halloween tarot because I'm in the fall time, and you know, the window to use this deck is quite limited, and I like it a lot. It's very cute. But that doesn't mean that if you fall in the middle of summer on this reading, or spring, or even Christmas time, there will be something you want to hear. The message is timeless for whoever need to hear it, whenever they need to hear it. Okay, the anxious days. Let's see, s'il vous plaît. I had a... Okay, what's coming out here? Eight of Ghosts. Time for you to go step away from the discord here. See all these hostilities, like all the people coming from everywhere. Just time for you to move away. That was a clear message here, s'il vous plaît. And don't feel bad. We don't have the Ace of Bats. I believe the bats replace the swords in this deck. Let's just make sure, because obviously I don't use it very often. Let's just make sure. Reading the cards. Apologies, I should have looked at that earlier. I just get all excited about the Halloween deck. Okay, Pumpkin is Pentacles, Ghost is the Cups, as I was Bats is the Sword. Okay, because they're frightening. I like how they use the bats, which means the imps are the ones. Okay, just so we are in agreement and for sure. So the Ace of Bats is the Ace of Swords, the universe giving you clarity of mind, new ideas. Just keep in mind that as with all aces, it's up for you to grab, so you don't have to listen, but this is usually the universe is giving you something. I've had enough experience to know that it's just grab it, okay? The universe is going to give you a hand, a second hand, a third hand, or whatever, until it's going to be like, okay, you don't get it, I'm done. So it's kind of like people, you know. But you can see the hand coming out of the cloud with, you know, bringing you the energy that you need for the moment that you are in. Okay, last mixing, and I'm really bad. I've always been bad at shuffling my cards. What's happening here? The World. Interesting enough, that was this morning, but that right now with it coming out, it just tells me that the World is your next garden. Okay, so there is not just, you know, there is a big world just outside your house. Not just what you know, like be ready to receive. It's interesting that you had the World showing also right after the universe trying to hand you this sword. Like be ready to accept the world. It's a big world out there and it can be fun. Okay, what can you control? S'il vous plaît. Oh my god. The odds of, like, if you guys haven't watched this morning message for the day, like the odds of the same cards popping out is troublesome. Let's see what it says here on the, and I have all the cards. Yes. What can you control? So I had a feeling this morning with, and it's funny because this card had come up as the first card of the spread, and it was in what should you focus on, and then this is in the position of what you can control. So really, let's see what the deck is giving us here. The Suite of Pumpkins. As a suite of the ancient elements, earth, the pumpkin describe all things that are physical and tangible, real and solid, things you can taste and smell and of course count. All tarot decks use coins as emblems of the medieval merchant class and practical day-to-day life. Adding a magical element to the suite, coins became pentacles, metal disc, inscripted with mystical 5-point star called pentagrams. Today's pentacles, or better yet pumpkins, also stand for material success, property, possession, wealth, the equivalent of a bountiful harvest. If your tarot reading is having with pumpkins, sorry, my throat here. Obviously there is something we have to pay attention here. If your tarot reading is having with pumpkins, your concern may be largely those involving the material world. In a Halloween tarot, that means a pile of candy. So with the Page of Pumpkins, it says that you can control a useful person who is curious about nature and the world. So interesting that we had the world jumping out too. Reflection, respect for new idea. The harbinger of good news, perhaps relating to money. So what that tells me is that you can control, believe it or not, what money comes in. So that means that if you are in a situation where you are concerned about your cash flow, you are concerned about how you are going to make ends meet, this tells me that you are in a position where you are in control of that. There are things that you can do to make it happen. Whether if you're in a situation where you're stuck, there is all kinds of help. I think of someone in particular who is not working but is in a situation where she can work with the system to get disability in place, or kind of, help, especially if you've been working all your life, you've paid your dues, you've paid your taxes. It could be time for you to call on for help. You're in control of that. So the universe can give you a hand. The universe can put you in a certain situation. But it seems that you have access to many things for you to control that, and it's right in your hand. So focus, pay attention again, and take control of what you can control. Obviously, the tangible things, the world around you, you are in control, and that's fantastic. What can't you control? With the Sun, let's see here. There is a lot going on this card. We have somebody here just laying down in the sun, appreciating the environment, just eating and getting lazy and getting fat. And just throwing the bones, like it feels like this is like, even though they look like happy heads, it looks like there is some kind of a monster laying down, and during the sun there is people looking at him. There is a bat yawning, there is a bat sleeping in the corner. There is a crowd laughing. I mean, the crowd like whatever this monster is chewing on, whatever, it's interesting because I feel like there is a crowd not caring what this monster, even if he's trying to like eat something, because you can see the bone, right, that he's sucking on, and there is some kind of bone here. It's like there is leftovers of what he's been eating, and the skeletons are looking at him like not even afraid. The sun is usually a fantastic card that makes me think of the world we had this morning in the stuff to let go. To me, that tells me you can control the people around you and some stuff from your environment. See how here you could control the tangible thing. You can control your wealth, you can control your food, you can control things, okay? With the sun here, it's the people around you you can control. The energies around you you can control. You can only control you. I like how she's really looking at the pumpkin here and like focusing. It's like she's looking at herself, like kind of like, you know, when let's say, you know, there was that exercise, many readings back where you would look at yourself in the mirror and pretend that you're talking to your best friend to find ways to coach yourself and make yourself feel better. This gives a feeling I get with this card as well here. With this one, it kind of feels like just lay there, enjoy yourself, because all of that's around you. Over here you can control. You can control the weather. You can control, you know, whether it's going to be sunny or cloudy or raining. You can only do the best of it with what you have. You can control the people's reactions. You can only make the best of it, and it feels like this is what he's doing here with what he has. That's what I'm getting out of this card. Don't try and control what you cannot control. Be in acceptance of that, and what is it, like, grant me the serenity to that funny thing, like help me to accept, you know, to change what I can change, accept what I cannot change, and grant me the serenity to blah blah blah, whatever that cute little saying is that you see on like bottles of wines and funny things like that. So you cannot change the weather, so just do the best you can with what that's granted to you, and certainly do not try to change people. This kind of makes me think also, like, maybe if you're anxious about a relationship you're in, okay? A lot of us make the mistake to tell someone, I want you to change this, so I don't like when you do. Actually, we'll blame people. It's a lot easier to tell them, okay, I don't appreciate when you do this or that, you know, and see what they can do about it to make you happy. But if you keep on hitting the wall and keep on telling the person, okay, I don't appreciate you doing this, it hurts my feeling when you say this, so it hurts my feeling when you say that, and they don't change to make you happier, there is two things. Either you want to remain in a situation and you change your way to look at it, because you can only change you and how you view things. And if that's not making you happy, then walk away. If you're being abused, obviously walk away. If you're not happy in a situation, walk away. Remember the eight of cups, whatever, that would have been the 8 of ghosts. That was about you walking away. Walk away. Any toxic situation, any situation that makes you unhappy, any situation where you feel like you're nothing, walk away, so that you can flourish like those sunflowers here, and you can enjoy yourself with anybody, like laughing around you or having a good time around you, regardless of what you're trying to do. Just walk away because you can control what people are. So there is two ways. I keep thinking of that Eight of Cups here. Either walk away or just lay down and chill and just enjoy yourself, because the sun is there for everyone to enjoy. That's what I'm getting out of this one. Let's see in here, like if we get a key word with the sun. Two-headed monster, exuberance, happiness, success, simple pleasures, a purity of spirit and mind, a good partnership or marriage. Okay, see, that's the kind of thing that you cannot control, even though like that goes back with what I was talking about, the people around you. You can control that. You can only make the best of things or walk away. Don't try to control the weather, basically. That's a waste of your time and a waste of your energy. So how can you work with what you can control, s'il vous plaît? How can you work with that? The Two of Imps. The Two of Imps, so we're going from Pentacles to Wands. Notice how the Two of Wands in the classic tarot, I believe, unless it's a Three of Wands, but it feels like we are in a state of waiting. Let me pick any other Two of Wands. Bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. I'm gonna take my classic one. Even if I was to take the light seer, because sometimes this is pretty good at giving us. Let's see. I want to see what the Two of Wands is here. To see if it is the one I'm thinking of, because when you change. Eight of Wands, Three of Wands. Yeah, Three of Wands is she's waiting. Queen of Wands. Apologies, I'm taking my lunch hour, so I have the time for this, and since I was called to do this, I want to try and do this thoroughly. Come on, where is the Two of Wands? Wow. Two of Wands, yes, that's the picture I had. See how she's sitting? She's sitting and waiting in this one. That's the picture I had, like when she's waiting and looking at the sunset, most likely, and at her window, waiting for something to happen. In this one, you'll notice that there is two imp, like it looks like they were fighting, and something greater, like a parent. In this case, I'm picturing two individuals and the universe just separating them. Okay, stop the fighting, stop the bickering, it's time to stop. So, the way that you can work with focusing on yourself, remember how you had those hostilities, is really take me back against the Eight of Cups, like by stepping away from the bickering, step away from the toxic energies. The universe is really putting you in a position where it's time to stop. Okay, you're not gonna go anywhere. You're not gonna achieve anything positive. Look at the smile. He's saying like, okay, it's almost, it's even almost like, okay, cute children, stop fighting. You know, it feels like it's a stalemate moment. So, in order for you to work with what you can control, I would take the sign of the universe here to step away from the hostilities, step away from the negativities, and focus on your abundance, because this is not going to take you anywhere. Two of Imps. Let's see what keyword we have here. Two of Imps, a bold leader, resolving conflicts to facilitate a new enterprise, a new partnership, success. So what I do like with this one also is that I'm surprised with, is that really? I gotta read it again. Like, did I pick the right one? This is not what I ever got from the Two of Wands. Two of Wands. Two of Imp. A bold leader, yes. So the focus of this card is on this guy here. Resolving conflict to facilitate a new enterprise, a new partnership. So in order for you to get on this abundance, it really... I really like the message here that I would have never expected. I'm glad that I opened the book. Because I was mentioning at the beginning how I've been saying since the very beginning how there is a need to walk away, avoid the hostilities, blah blah blah, by focusing on yourself and focusing on your success. That's how you'll get this abundance that you need, that you are that you want to control, that you can control. I like also how something, and that goes back with this morning reading, like I feel like there is that something, you know, you had this Ace of Swords that was bringing you clarity. Something is helping you achieving that success. I like the new partnership, the new enterprise, the bold leader. I like that. This is where you can achieve, become the bold leader, become a little step out of your I'm going to say go to your North Node, step out of your tradition, step out of what you used to do, step out of your comfort zone. Thank you. That's what I'm like it's time to step out of your comfort zone and become take a little risk. You know what you got to lose. Especially if you have anxiety, it's time for you to step out of that comfort zone to get to that exciting new adventure. There is excitement with this card here for you to work with what you can control. This is more related than I expected. Now, how can you release what you cannot control, s'il vous plaît? The Eight of Imps. That came out again. That was jumping out this morning. What do we have at the bottom of the deck here? The Two of Bats. With the Two of Bats, I feel like the refusal to fight. See, we don't want to be in this situation here. We really want to say stop. This also talks to me about someone who refuses to look at the situation. I would take that as a no. Refusing to fight, yes. Refusing to look at the situation and be stuck in two decisions, no. That is also a great reflection of anxiety. Like, we don't want to feel anything, we don't want to look at anything, we don't want to deal with anything. Where here, okay, so I was explaining this morning that the Eight of Imps, usually the Eight of Wands, is a bunch of things coming at you really quickly. Looks like, again, like that just makes me think of this hostility, okay, like with those guys arriving at you. Maybe that's how you feel. We have an 8, we have a 2, we are in the Imp, in the how we can work with or release. In order for you to release what you cannot control, to release these energies of wanting to control the people around you, I like ignore all that. I mean, here 8, it is great haste and over-eagerness that thwart advancement, sudden action or progress, message or letter of love, Cupid style, hence the arrows. How can you release great haste and over-eagerness? By getting moving, sudden action or progress. So what this telling me is like, get going with, hurry up, stop being in the situation here, get going, get up, hurry up, go take that shower, get going with your paperwork, get going with what it is that you need to do, stop dormir sur tes lauriers, stop sleeping like that monster is doing here. Get going with things, okay? I know when we have anxiety, it is a hard thing to do, but it looks like if you just start getting on with the next action, you'll get things going and they will happen. And that's just a repetition of what I've been saying. Things will happen faster and faster, and with good energies for you, okay? That's what this is telling me here. S'il vous plaît. Let's try a message for our little bees. Our anxious bees. Whoa, that was quick. Darkness falls. Within you lives the hidden, the things that want nothing more than to swallow you whole. And that's within you. And if you remember the message that I just put away, the message that I got from yesterday was how within you is that light. So it's up to you to work at it. It's hard, no denying, but you have it in you. You have all that strength from the universe, all these good energies. I know it's hard, you know, when we feel that we are in that darkness, but it's falling. Let's see what this is telling us over here. Number 12, as that was yesterday. Number 12. Keyword, facing your demons, acknowledging faults and self-compassion. It is important that you face it. That makes me think of that too. I was talking about you looking at yourself in the mirror earlier. It is time to take control, okay? Your higher self chose this card because you have fault and have made mistakes. It is true that some mistakes are more costly than others, but no one lives a perfect life by any means. When you've made a misstep and when your faults put you in a sticky situation, defense mode can feel like a natural response. That one right here, when I don't want to see anything, I don't want to look at anything, I don't want to hear anything. You're in total defense mode. The wound from feeling less than has likely already triggered self-criticism, doubt, and even anger. And then also bear the weight of someone else's disappointment, pain, anger, or criticism can feel like too much to carry. Before you know it, darkness has fallen and you're operating from a shadowy place rather than standing in your light and giving yourself some grace. You have pulled darkness falls because you are experiencing your situation from a dark place and reacting defensively. Every story has two sides, and it may be time to consider whether or not you also share some blame in your current circumstances. This card does not guide you to view yourself in a negative light, but to act as a neutral bystander who is merely curious and observant. How might you advise oh my God, see, like this is like our Divine Circus card. I'm not going to pull a Divine Circus today. This is perfect summary. How might you advise a friend who is experiencing similar circumstances? Would you guide them to calm down and take deep breaths? Explain to them how they might be wrong in this situation, or even say sorry? You might find clarity and the answers needed for a positive resolution once you observe your circumstances from the outside rather than deep inside your shadow. Perhaps you will discover you were right all along, or maybe you'll be forced to acknowledge your own fault. As C.S. Lewis said, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. You are in control of what happens to you from now on. Make the necessary step to better your environment. This is, what do we have at the bottom of the deck? Apothecary cabinet with a number 1. Without practice, without befriending them, there are strangers in your path. That also tells me, that's confirming the energies of the new experience here. Be ready for something new, be excited. This morning, again, was letting go of your past, or was it the new moon message? One of those. I'm sorry, too many readings at the same time here. I want to pick a couple of other things. I would like to get a general message of what could that be? A message of not an advice, but a feel-good message from the angels here, using the tarot the animals tarot. S'il vous plaît, do I have all the cards here? Yeah, that felt a little light. There we go. It felt, usually my hands are too small for all this, so let's see. And we have just a feel-good message for, oh, thank you. Reine d'automne, this is the Queen of Fall. Talks about réfléchie, bienveillante. She's thoughtful, she is welcoming, she's creative, she's clever in her creativity. What is that reflection here? Okay. We have those beautiful yellow flowers. This is the Belgian lièvre, the rabbit, the wild rabbit. I forget the English term for that. You will receive advice à la fois pratique et créative. You will receive practical and creative advice that you should follow to the letter. Little advice that you are going to get, like follow them to the letter. Concentrate only on what it is. Concentrez-vous uniquement sur ce qui est positif dans toute situation. Okay. Focus solely on what is positive in a situation or a person. So, to repeat, this queen is, she takes time to think, she is welcoming, she is nurturing, creative, and clever. And you are going to receive advice that are practical and creative that you need to follow to the letter. Pay attention to the advice you are getting and to the messages from the universe I want to add. And only focus on what is positive, focus on what makes you feel good. Oh, and we have the star at the bottom of the deck here. I'm going to bring it up. At the bottom of the deck we have the star represented by this bird, the Loriot, and there is a blue butterfly. I forget what the blue butterfly means. And I think it's on my phone, so I can't. Maybe I'll put a note about it. The bird, it says that you are about to make a big jump ahead in your life. I mean, come on, like with all the new things happening, or the newness energy. Worrisome will be replaced by optimism, fear by hope, joy will be within your home. So that's super exciting. Those two cards are very nice. They make me happy. What else should we add to this? How about a let go message, because this is an anxiety thing, and just a little card of love. How about that? How long have we been talking here? 40 minutes. Sorry, I'm always like going on and on and on. S'il vous plaît, let go message for our anxious little bees. No, that's too many. Wow. The guides want to talk to you a lot today. Or lately. I keep wanting to do readings. You are royal. You are a sovereign. Honor this and let go of those who do not acknowledge it. And remember how we had these. Look at this, is the same color. The Queen of Fall. To honor this and let go of those who do not acknowledge what kind of beautiful being you are, how royal you are. You are willing and able and won't give in or stop hoping. Enjoy your journey to love. And look at how you had hope with the star. Enjoy your journey to love. You'll get there. It's cool. And it's interesting that I have picked the a lot of people with anxiety always worry about love. So let's get just one message, s'il vous plaît, from the Romance Angel Oracle card. Okay, oopsie. Wow, that was, I'm sorry here. That just went crazy. Like I said, they want to talk. S'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît, no kid, no songe d'amour. A little extra love message. Pay attention to the red flags, and that is in your current situation, in future situation, in love, in work, in friendship, in any relationship. The signs are cautioning you. When you feel anything remotely negative about someone the first time you meet them or after, if you feel odd, if you feel like your skin is prickling when you meet someone, this is your internal bells telling you that something is not right. When this is loud, look at how you have like the angel, what is it, like showing you Lily, but to me this is more like the angel, your guides going ding 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 ding, you know, that's your red flag. Listen to it. For the love of God and your angels and your guides and the universe and yourself, listen to the red flags. We make the mistake too often not to listen to them, and that's where we end up. Children, your love life is being affected by children. That could be an advice for you to find back the child within you, to be happy, or that you are going to finally be meeting someone who brings you this happiness. But the red flags, please pay attention to them. I would like to finish with a time card. Let's see, s'il vous plaît, when can we expect some improvement in the situation here? Look at that. I love this deck. You smell like drama and a headache. Please go away immediately. So that tells me your situation is changing right now. You are in the midst of change right now. But you are like that Eight of Cups again. There is that notion of going away. Whether it is you pushing away the situation or walking away from it. The hostilities are not worth it. Just one extra card because I can't resist this deck and I haven't used it in a while. What fell out here? Angels exist, but sometimes they don't have wings. And I call cats. Or friends. Time to grab a coffee with a friend maybe. And fulfillment. So this speaks for itself. You have the angels around you. You have your friends around you. You have your cats around you that don't care about you but will use you anyways. And I'm joking. they do care, even if it's just for you to fill up their food. Some of them are actually very demanding. And fulfillment. So they started with trying to cover your anxiety issue, and to me this is going towards something very very exciting. And trying to some things this Saturday, even if it's just reading books and drinking coffee again, drinking coffee with your friends. Try to hang out with a friend this weekend. Mon mari, I'm trying to see if there is anything else to add. No, I think this was good. And then I gotta get back to work anyway. Message from mon mari, s'il vous plaît. Oh, I'm going to add the yes, no question thing. S'il vous plaît, mon mari, a message for our anxious little bees. Whoa. Our Lady of Divine Direction. Oh, that's what fell this morning. The quickest way to a destination, and look, I was talking to you about being quick here. It's not always the most obvious or direct route. Obstacles can help build trust, determination, self-belief, and courage. However, when those qualities are sufficiently developed within one's heart, it is more efficient and joyful to make swifter progress on the path. Sidestepping obstructions altogether. Let go of how you think things need to happen. It's very important. You cannot control other people in your environment. You can only control you. So let go of how you think things need to happen. Trust the universe. Go the path. Go the route. And make things happen with the tools that you have. Place your trust in Our Lady's direction as well. You can also pray to her to guide you. She will never fail. Okay, before I close this with a gratitude message, how about you ask yourself 3 different questions, or you can have a question and pick 2 out of 3, like do the average. But I'm going to pick 3 cards, and I was going to do just 2, but I'm going to pick 3 cards because I said 3. And ask yourself yes or no, okay? I mean, it will be a yes or no card. You have 3 questions. I would just don't make it like something life or death thing, right? Just keep it fun with that one. So the first question, yes or no, bada bing, bada boom. We have a heck yeah. Second question, yes or no, 1, 2, 3, you betcha. And third question for our little bees, yes or no. Yes, yes, and yes. Whoa, awesome. And then at the bottom of the deck we have we're gonna ignore it. There you go, my little bees. I hope this helped you, enlighten you in any ways. Let us know. I'm saying no in the hive because you know, some of us may want to know how it's going for everyone. So I only wish the best for every one of you, and no, I will be talking to you soon. Bye.